thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this show are not to be presented as facts or an indicting nature to any party viewing or mention. We hope you're entertained. Thanks for watching.
We hope you're entertained. Thanks for watching. That was cool. That was cool how we got Bree name right there. How we got name right there. All right, y'all. What's going on? We 20 minutes late. That's crazy. We 20 minutes late, and we got a whole bunch of shit we got to do today at a hard stop. That's crazy. It's Jay Marie's fault.
Not you pointing out my fault.
Yeah, it's your
You was
fault.
back there shining your head. No one told you to take that long shining your head, and you didn't even do a good job at it.
Wow, that's why we ain't got no viewers. Cause soon as you start talking, everybody logged up. All right, how you
They
feeling?
love me. Okay.
How you feeling today, Jay?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's a good show. Good spirits. I'm getting over COVID, so I've been sick for like the last week and a half.
You went out of town and got that international P, and it made you sick. Don't sit here and blame it on COVID.
Nah, it was literally. I think it's the airport. Like I was. I don't know if I was talking in the meeting the other day, but I was literally. I literally at the airport. I was washing my hands and leaving the bathroom, and I literally watched the guy pee and didn't wash his hands and walk right out.
It's terrible work. Was
Yeah.
was he was he
You know what? I couldn't tell what he was. That's the crazy part about it. I couldn't tell.
you know what? Never mind. I don't want to lose any sponsors. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
how?
So don't lose no
Yeah,
sponsor. Just
yeah.
gotta say
No,
it is.
my mouth get me in trouble sometimes. I gotta be quiet.
All right. All right. So what we gonna start at today? Because we had a lot of topics on the board, and then now we did a switch. So what we gonna start at today? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? What I want to start with? What I want to start with? Let's start with. I want to start with something fun. I want to start with Mrs. Netta and Charles getting the BBL.
You know what? Y'all should see the group chat because your man's wilding, sending us these pictures of Miss Netta and Charles, unfiltered, unblurred, and didn't give us a disclaimer. What's up with you?
I mean, I feel like to this day, I still don't know. You know what I'm saying? For y'all don't at home don't know. So Mrs. Nutter and Charles is like this internet couple. She be like, Charles,
Influence.
like TikTok and shit. They be like, yo, Charles, your food is ready. And she just cook him a bunch of food. Or I don't even know if I can use the word she. I don't even know. Mrs. Netta, Mr. Netta, Netta,
Miss Netta.
Netta. If you see
Just
this,
respect pronouns.
I don't want to know it. I don't know what Netta is.
Okay, so just say Netta.
So Netta,
Respectfully. Yes.
respectfully, Netta, I don't want no smoke. But Netta and Charles was like, yo, we about to go get a BBL and go get some, they getting lipo. So out of respect for the people at home, I didn't want to show Miss I didn't want to show Netta's BBL. But Charles asked
So
to
you
me,
show us.
I
So you show us.
yeah. So Charles abs was funny. So he had like an 8 pack, but it wasn't really like he still had like the rolls on the side, the fat meat. He didn't get the
Yeah,
chest.
love handles.
So I really wanted to just to start with a little light. Like, how do you feel about men getting BBLs? If you want to start with
I,
Charles BBL, but just the men getting BBL overall.
well, I just feel like cosmetic surgery in a man, unless it's like dire, why? And men lose weight easier than women. So, like, really and truly, if he would have just got in the gym and lost the weight, he'd be good.
Hmm. So 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 you don't feel like men should have that same type of accept. It shouldn't be acceptable the same way it is for men that feel like yo. they want to look good about themselves, or they want to skip the line and they just want to get the surgery done. How it
I
is.
mean, I just feel like surgery as a whole is pointless. Like, yo, you gonna get me eating up in these comments saying this. I just feel like it's pointless. Like, at some point in time, you go and you get work. Now, I've seen some people get some work done and it look good, but a lot of the times that stuff don't look good. And now it's like this TikTok going around saying that BBL smell.
Mm.
So, I don't really know. I don't have a BBL, so I can't really speak on it too much. I just know that, okay, prime example, if I'm putting myself in a situation, I don't have the biggest top area, right? At one point in time, I'm like, oh, I just, get a little work done, balance it out. But now, like, I've grown to appreciate my body. So, well, not all of my body because I could get in the gym, but like the stuff I know I can't change, you can't change it, embrace it.
Okay. So you being very cookie cutter here, and I appreciate it. But I'll put it this way,
What you
right?
want me to say?
I want you to keep it. I want you to keep it a buck. But I put it this way, right? So as men, I do. First of all, let's speak on what you just spoke on earlier. You just said stuff that you can't change. I do feel like if it's something that we have the ability to change, I feel like the first thing we need to do is actually put in the work to go change it, push ourselves
Hmm.
to change it. So if that's the way we feel like our weight size is, well then that's nothing but diet and exercising. Just get on top of that diet and exercising, and you probably feel more. You probably can feel more. I know personally, when I exercise, I feel way better about myself and my day because I just have
Hmm.
things going on. But I don't think it should be men should be shamed if they going to go get cosmetic surgery because
I
sometimes
mean, this is the thing is that women get shamed all the time for that.
women
It's
get
it
shamed,
get
they be looking terrible. That's why y'all get shamed.
it be terrible, yes, but at the same time, it's like I don't, especially. I mean, okay, full disclosure, I I do feel away sometimes because I feel like this: women who have naturally like a natural ass, right? I get people asking me if my ass is real, and I hate that because I'm like, yo, y'all done oversaturize this so much that women who actually are natural, get asked these questions, and I don't like questions like that because I'm like, I just be feeling like y'all just messed it up for the women who actually
We we,
naturally
we,
have
we
all of
we
this.
all over the place today. No, BBLs is trash. So that's how we feel to start there, right? So getting the BBL is definitely trash.
I hear you.
But I guess having lipo is not bad. And I'm gonna say I say having lipo is not bad because you really just taking out the fat that you got, and you're just taking it out. I feel like when you
Well,
put,
sometimes you could go to the gym and
but
like
I still,
certain area, you might have certain problem areas.
but I still don't think having lipo is bad overall. I think lipo is cool, man or woman. I just think when you start getting like fake abs and fake asses and getting it like, well, I ain't gonna wrong, ain't nothing wrong with some good titties. If you get the titties right and they sitting up right there, I'm cool with you, baby girl. Get your titties. But um, I feel
Okay,
like
wait, hold up. What? Okay, so I want to know from your perspective as a man,
mhm.
what the difference is between a fake ass and some fake titties. Help me understand this from your perspective as a man, because it's both cosmetic surgery. You just said, fixing stuff that you can't change, assets like that. That's different. What's the difference?
All right. So look, grandma, if you watching this, my granny, if you watching this, don't look at me different next time you see me. So listen, the difference between fake ass and fake titties is it's like doing sexual intercourse. What you rub on some titties, you grab on them, you kiss on them, and stuff like that, right? You do more with the ass. Like I want to slap some ass. I want the ass to feel soft. I want to be able to cuff it. You know what I'm saying? Like them fake.
Wait, can I can I just say something really quick, y'all? thank me because I've never seen Cody as transparent with certain things unless he's talking to me. So,
No, we have a real conversation. So yeah, so fake, and I hope we pass the minute mark where we can cuss. But fake buttocks, fake booty,
fake ass,
fake. We not gonna
not
monetize it.
booty.
Thanks, Jay. But but fake booty. It's just if it's not done right, it's hard. Like you can't really, you know what I'm saying, do what you want, like engage with the woman like that. Like you can't really slap it, you can't grab it. Like if you put too much, it's just it ain't cool. Like I had sex with a few BBLs in my life, and I'm cool on them. I'm cool on the BBLs. I'm cool. Like
So this is not just like a one-time incident. Your experience overall with the few that you did have, it was not
see, I went to
it was
school.
not good.
I went to school and I did real good in math and science, right? So in science, you gotta have multiple trials to prove a theory, right? So I just can't have sex.
Okay, so you feel like you proved that theory.
Yeah, I couldn't have sex with just one BBL and be like, oh, that's BBL is trash. You gotta have sex with multiple. That's why you gotta have sex with multiple women or date multiple women if you want to figure
So
out
here's my question though.
the one is gonna be for you.
I
Shit like
got
that. Go ahead.
okay, so but here's my question. Did you have sex with the women? Were they in different tax brackets? And the only reason why I'm asking that is because I feel like the tax bracket depends on how good the BBL is.
Oh shit, I don't know.
So maybe the theory would not be right.
You know what her bracket is? Like how do you?
Well, you could tell if a woman has some money or not.
Jay, when we start our Patreon episodes, we gonna really talk about shit like that. Right now, we not gonna get into telling a woman got money or not because women be out here finessing the the imagery. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, when
You
I'm
can
fucking,
tell when a woman has money.
and I'm gonna be honest with you, like even with fucking with women, like my whole life, like I've never been like intrigued about what a woman bank account was like. You have never seen me talk. Like I've never bragged to the guys about a woman I'm talking to. Like, oh yeah, Shorty got a bag too. I'm a man. I really don't give a fuck about what she got going on.
Yes and no, though, because if you have your own stuff going on, you definitely want a woman that's at that level or, somewhere around there. Don't have to necessarily be in the same tax bracket as you, but working towards that. God forbid something happened to you. Don't you want your woman to be able to financially take care of things if
I,
something happens?
Listen, Jay, I've recently just in my lifetime now gotten into the mindset of thinking of like the team building and getting you a partner and shit like that. When you first start having sex as an adolescent, as a kid, as a man, you're not thinking about what she got and what you got bringing on. Only thing I'm gonna say it like this: my mom, my auntie, when they brought us up, how they raised us as the men, they made sure we knew how to cook, clean, pay bills, go out and get money, everything. Because the thing they used to always tell us as a kid was, only thing y'all ever gonna need a woman in this world for is vagina. And they didn't use those exact words; they used something else. But they just said the only thing you will ever need this woman in this world for that we gonna make sure y'all never need a woman for anything. So only for as of now until recently has I began to start looking at women in a way of outside of the sex and outside of like your partner building and building a family in long term. But when I first started been having sex and started dating and stuff like that, I didn't care about how she bring to me or what I got going on because at the end of the day, I'm only with you to just
I
kick
was
it.
just asking. The only reason why I was asking is because I felt like the BBL would depend on the tax bracket because the better the BBL, the more money you're going to spend.
I get it. But you know what I'm saying? Like you can have money and still don't go to the right doctor. Like you don't know what doctor you're
So
using.
let me ask you something.
Cardi B prime example, right? Cardi B got money and one of her veneers fell out. She in a whole different type bracket than probably any woman I've ever had sex with. And her veneers fell out.
Let
So that
let me
means
ask you something.
so no, speak to that though. That proves
That's true.
proves your theory.
Yeah, kind of. I guess.
Oh, kind of. That's crazy. But actually,
Because never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna talk on it. Let me ask you something though. Because
no.
there's a video, there's videos floated around TikTok saying that BBLs stink. Do they smell? So do you want me to explain why the man said this?
Why you say it?
So he was not. So a lot of people were like, yes, aftercare when like the fluid is coming out, all of that smells. Okay, but he was saying that it's not just that. It's whatever is in it, but also the fat that's in it, but also women who don't have a natural ass don't know how to wipe themselves because they never had a big ass. They don't know how to take care of it because they never had a big ass before.
Mm.
I'm just telling you what the TikTok person said. So,
So let me
do
let me
you feel like there's some truth to that?
let me don't ask me this question because I'm a man and you know what I'm saying it's easy for us to clean. You know what I'm saying? Get in the why. For you as a woman, do you feel like it's a different techniques of ways that y'all have to cleaning up? And
Absolutely.
so let
When you
me
have a big ass,
go ahead.
you said what?
Go ahead. I'm
No, I was
sorry.
gonna say when you have a big ass, you can't clean yourself like as if you a regular girl with a regular ass. You have to be more mindful and just make sure that you clean it properly.
Okay.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
It is definitely cleaning up the
Get them
guy.
baby wipes. Take a
And
shower if you can.
and me personally, I just don't
Get a
want.
bidet if you can.
I don't want to keep going on this subject because it's probably going to make me feel a little uncomfortable. And with all these allegations going on, I don't want to be the one on this live stream talking about women cleaning themselves too much. But nah, for real, I can see that being a thing though. Like women not knowing how to wash their ass and they getting this BBL, so they take a dookie and they still got some little marks left on the cheek somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or they got these extra titties and they ain't cleaning under the cleavage, so it be sweating in the summertime. I can believe it. You know what I'm saying? So I think once they teach you how to like get your BBL, it should be a next step. Teach you how to
A
clean,
hygiene class.
like a hygiene class, how to clean the BBL. You know what I mean? Like how they had like the YouTube tutorials how to clean your sneakers or revive your sneakers once they make it go white. They should start doing like YouTube tutorials how to clean BBLs properly.
It's definitely hard to be in the big booty club, okay? Everyone thinks, oh, it's all glitter. I'm saying they don't understand. Can't find pants that fit you. Gotta make sure you carry, well, you should be carrying around baby wipes anyways. That's just a given, but, or sanitary wipes. But I'm just saying, it's hard being a part of this club, okay?
It's hard. Let's
And girls are paying for this club to be a part of this club.
speaking of paying, and actually, I don't know how I want to transition. What you want to transition to? You want to transition into the 47,000, or you want to transition to Sierra? Which one you want to transition to? Which one you want to transition to?
I don't know. It's up to you. Any, meeny, money, mo, that bitch.
Johnny ate a booger and it tastes like sugar. You know what? I never understood why it say Johnny ate a booger and it tastes like sugar, but then it didn't say Johnny want to know who ate the booger.
Because you're talking about cocaine.
But Johnny ate.
Remember, you know how they say,
Listen to the words though.
so I
He want to know who ate the booger, but it said Johnny ate the booger. So why do he want to know if he already ate it? Think about it. We never thought about that. That's just
must got that wrong.
it's the rhyme is Johnny ate a booger and it tastes like sugar. Johnny want to know who ate that booger. Yeah,
He
that's a
spit it
rhyme.
out and then he spit it out and somebody else ate it.
Nah, that ain't what the rhyme say. The rhyme say Johnny ate it. I'm just saying that's a mind fuck. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe you just got to connect the dots.
nah, the dots that we need to connect is why he eat the booger in the first place. But
So you ever, really quick though, the TikTok, it was the hand clapping games. Yo, them hand clapping games was really inappropriate growing up.
what?
The I don't want to go to Mexico no more, more, more. There's a big fat policeman at my door. We talk about deportation.
You talk about shame?
Yes, shame, shame, shame.
That's
Wait,
deportation.
yes. He
How?
grabbed me by my collar. I don't want to go to Mexico no more, more, more. There's a big fat policeman at my door. He grabbed me by my collar. He made me pay $1. I don't want to go to Mexico no more, more, more. Deportation. Wait, and then wait, it's another one where it's like mama's in the kitchen burning that rice, daddy's in the corner shooting that dice, brother's in jail combing his hair, sister's on the corner selling fruit cocktails. She's selling pussy. Why was we singing these songs?
I ain't remember that was. Well, what about the one that was like in 1998? Yo, mama tried to skate. She hit the pole, her titties rolled in 1998.
You see what I'm saying? Why was we singing and who made them up?
It's crazy. And we mad at Sexy Red.
Inquiry minds will want to know who made them songs up.
I ain't gonna lie to shame when you still like. I still don't connect the dots on the deportation on that one. But yeah,
How the big fat policeman at my door, he grabbed me by my collar, he made me pay $1.
I mean, Jay, I've been legal my whole life, so I never I don't know the ins and outs
So
of
have I. That don't. What you trying to say? Are you sure? You just came back from the motherland like
but
a
I'm
week ago.
still legal though. Like I'm not a migrant, so I've never had to get
He
grabbed by
got
the
it. He got a green card, y'all. He lying.
so. Moving on. Sierra being thick, and that ain't a conversation for me. Because if I really say what I want to say, they gonna say I'm insensitive.
Can
Uh,
we just talk about it? Why
uh,
you trying to cookie? You sitting over here trying to tell me I'm cookie cutting shit, and you over there doing the same thing.
I think that's a Patreon episode. I don't think that's something for the stream.
Well,
Uh, so a podcast clip recently went viral of a young lady explaining that she had curated a negative she curated a escape fund. She created an escape fund for her and her husband when they was married. She said her mama told her to create the fund. So throughout their marriage, she was just putting a few dollars away. She didn't work now. This is her husband. He worked 2 jobs. And he had all the money, and she was take some money out of the money that he'll put in their account, and she'll put it in an escape fund, just in case the marriage went south. So then her husband fell on hard times. He got sick and whatnot, so he fell on hard times. Then when he got back into the mix, he was telling her we needed to downsize the way we live. She gave him pushback, said, "Nah, I built this home. It was my job to build this home, make this home. This is a lifestyle that I'm comfortable with." So in the midst of them going back and forth in this argument, he started to review the finances, and as he reviewed the finances, he started seeing these withdrawals, these recurring withdrawals of her taking money out the account and wondering where they're going. And that's when she explained to him that over the years of their marriage, she done put up almost $47,000 in an escape fund. So, without commenting first, I want to get your thoughts on the situation at hand, and then we can go further.
so okay. So when you say escape fund, do you mean escape fund like as in if they fall on hard times, they have this whole fund that they could rely on, or escape fund as in
Escape
she leaving?
escape fund is if she gonna leave. If everything get rocky, she got some bread to on her own to go start over.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I'm actually give an example. So my mom at some point was married, and when her and her husband split, now mind you, she was a stay-at-home mom for a certain point of time, had raised the kids, whatever, had a job, quit the job because her husband wanted her to quit the job. They broke up. He cleared the bank account and she had no money.
Ooh, shit.
So when I say you never know who you are married to, there is a chance that you will never know who you're married to. Because that man actually took care of me while my daddy didn't pay a dime in child support my entire childhood. Then he leaves her with my two younger brothers with no money. So when I look at it from that lens, she ain't wrong because men, and if we're going to sit here and say, well, he worked two jobs, that's his money. Well, what was she doing when he was working the two jobs? Was she taking care of the kids? Was she making sure that he had a home cooked meal? Was he cleaning the house? That's a full time job. I've been a stay at home mom. That job does not end. So when you look at it, rightfully so. Do your thing, girl.
$47,000.
Do
I
your thing,
I
girl.
get it. I get the whole Risa Tisa and sorry for your mom that your mom OG went through that. I I get it, right? That's unfortunate, right? To have someone that you built this covenant with, and then when shit get a hard time, they just up and leave and take all the money. Um, shit though, like when you use that scenario, I get you, but when you talking about this scenario, I feel like she went in this marriage and this union already thinking like, yo, some shit gonna go bad. So since the beginning of the union,
Well,
she's
people
already
have people sign prenups.
she
So is that the same thing?
about
When
people.
people,
We're talking about
huh?
we're talking about this situation. Don't add no extra variables into it yet.
But
Let's
you
get the
can't know because you can't do that though. When you sit here and you say she was going into the situation thinking, well, this might end bad, people sign prenups for that exact reason.
but yeah, that says
Maybe that she didn't have.
but that says I keep what I came in with, you keep what you came in with. In this situation, it wasn't a prenup. It was, yo, you're working, I'm staying at home, building our home, and every time you bring in money, I'm taking money out. Cool. All right, cool. I'm gonna get you. Stay at home, mom. That's a job. But when he comes to her and tell her like, yo, I fell on hard times, I got sick, I ain't working. Now, once did that time that you bring up, yo, I have this money stashed away to help us over. Cool, you ain't bring it up then. But then when he say like, yo, let's downsize, you know what I mean, to I get everything back rolling. I don't want you to work. She said, I'll go back to work instead of downsizing. He said, I don't want you to work. Instead of saying like, yo, okay, if you don't want me to work, cool. I do got some money stashed away that's gonna help us get over these hard times till we get back up. You don't present that as an option at all. Like your whole thing is like, yo, I took this money and this money is gonna be this money. Like you don't feel like
But
that's
I don't see anything wrong with that if she's offering to work. What's wrong with that if she's offering to work?
you still hiding funds. You still hiding. First of all, this is our funds that we get together. That's a secret. So, all right. So, what if he would have been doing the same thing to you? Like he's bringing all his checks that he's working hard for, and bringing home to you, and let you know that like, you have a full transparency of the money that we're making.
Well, I think that that's where he went wrong as well. I think when you go through when you are married, that partnership is a business. And within that business, if I'm in business with you, I'm still going to check the funds because yes, I might trust you, but it's still anything could happen. So I'm gonna have my own accountant. You're gonna have yours. At some point in time, we look over things as a business. So I feel like when it comes to marriage, that there is yes, it is a romantic partnership, but it's also a business. And so within that, I kind of place blame on him too because why are you not paying attention to your finances?
I
As
can
the man of that house, hold on. As the man and head of that household, you should know what's going on at all times in every factors of that household. Your woman is there as a partner, but at the same time, you as a man should know what's going on with your finances, especially if you're the one bringing home the money. As the head of the household, you mean to tell me that you didn't check to be like, you know what? Let me make sure, let me see. Maybe we need to put a separate, like throughout all of this time, you didn't think to check any of this? And I'm sorry, I don't buy that he didn't know that she was taking money. Because you mean to tell me you don't look at your bank account? You don't look at how much money is, oh damn, I just deposited a $2,000 check and 500 of it is missing. It was withdrawn. You go on your bank app, you're gonna see that deposit gone, correct? Or that deposit withdrawal, correct? You're not gonna ask about it?
Jay, you crazy, G. Like you are you serious? Like I get
How
what
do,
you
how
say.
am I crazy? That's smart.
I see the whole business aspect of it. I get you. I understand that this marriage is a business, but like, yo, that's crazy. Like, no, there's no
It's
that's
not crazy.
it's
It
my
is not crazy. You don't step into marriage solely on love. You step into marriage because you love that person, but it's also a business. Why do you think the government makes you sign a contract? And when you divorce, you got to pay money.
I get that argument of it, but I get I that's crazy.
The hopeless romantic in you is not thinking about it from a logical standpoint. And sometimes you have to think about certain things, no matter how much you love a person, you have to think about things from a logical standpoint. You can't always just think about things from a standpoint of love. What they say, love will get you killed. Like, you can't solely base things off of emotion. You have to look at it and be like, okay, I love this person. I do trust this person, but I still need to, keep an eye on my finances. I'm the one paying the bills.
And you know what? Everything what you just said kind of just made sense. Like 90% of it made sense, right? And I guess the part about this shit is just like I ain't even gonna speak on the 10% that I feel that don't make sense, but it's just like, yo, shit like that and a mindset like that, that's how we walking around thinking. You understand why men get up and be like, yo, there's no benefit in me getting married. So you understand like
That's
that
not
way.
necessarily
No,
true.
no, no.
That's
You
not necessarily true.
that
No,
way,
no, no, no.
no. That way of thinking. If women is going around thinking like that, if women is going around thinking like that, if me as a man, if I know that's how you're thinking, what's the benefit of me getting married?
You still have a partnership there. A woman can come into your life. Hold up. A woman can come into your life and upgrade the fuck out of you based off of what they got going on too. So when you sit here and you say things like that, you can come into partnership with a person romantically and say, you know what? This is also a business. I'm looking at it like we could really grow something and build something together financially. Let's do that. You're looking at it from an aspect of an old school point of view, and that's why.
So,
The modern day woman is going to go out. Hold up.
so we're not even
The
talking.
modern day woman is going to go out and get hers regardless.
So we're not so we talking about the modern day. That's and it goes back to what I said earlier, right? So we're talking about men. So if I'm a man, if I already got a bag, right? I don't give a fuck about what you got going on with your pockets. I don't care about your pockets. Because 9 times out of 10, the crib we live in, I probably already own it. And if we want to go buy another, I can go get one. I already have the car. I have the lifestyle.
I want a woman that is ambitious and got her
Because
own.
we don't get my dick hard. This is the mindset of a man. You that don't like we don't sit around and be like, oh shit, she got a nice 401k. I want to fuck the shit out of her 401k. We don't give a fuck about none of that
I'm
shit.
not gonna hold you. I had men sit there and be like, "I love that you so ambitious." Blah 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 blah. Whatever. So you mean to tell me they just greasing me up so they
We,
can fuck
we,
me?
we love the fact that you have something going on, right? Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, if after I ooh, after I bust a nut, right? After I bust a nut and we laid up and we bust a nut and do freaky shit for 2 days straight. On the third day, I'm wondering what the fuck that you got going on instead of being under me.
You
'Cause
just fucking prove my point. Just be quiet, because you
no,
proved my point at this point.
no. You went on your
You
whole
thinking about it from
you went on your whole soliloquy. You had your whole little monologue. So let me finish. So on that third day, right? So ambitious doesn't mean that you're trying to climb the corporate ladder and make some money. Ambitious can be as something as simple as fucking. You know what? You're good at art, so you got a painting that you do. Like, what's your hobby? Like, you trying to get some paintings and you're curating some painting, or it can be it could be songs, or it could be a garden you got going on. You have some type of interest that you do that preoccupies your time. So therefore, that way you're learning. It's a skill or something that you're putting energy and thought into. That every day, that now you're bringing a new type of energy to our conversations. But if you do nothing but sit there and just let me have sex with you, that's what prostitutes is for, and that's why they say you pay them to leave, because now you don't have to have conversations and be around them after you
well then,
bust your nuts. So that's when we say
I'ma just say this.
that's when we say about ambition. We want you to be able to have something because when you laid up with your girl at the end of the night, right? Or when y'all sitting in the crib, right? I don't want to always talk to you about what I got going on, and the topic of the conversation be my industry or my work shit. I would love to hear about what you got going on because now you as I teach you something new, you're teaching me something new. You're learning something,
Absolutely.
and it's not even about complaining about the workforce. It's just about the things that you've learned and that you're experiencing. So that's how you helping me grow because now you're broadening the horizon. That's why in chemistry, opposite attract, and I think that's physics or something like that. But opposite attract, that's why you need a positive and a negative. You can't have two positive. That's why you have as a man and a woman, you have something that goes in and something goes out. Like you have the opposite attract.
So
So you
so
need.
let me ask you something. You say opposites attract, right? Do you feel like women who have a certain stature, so a certain power that they have within, within their career. So say like a CEO or something, right?
Mhm.
And you're the same, a CEO. Do you feel like that relationship would work when it comes to building a marriage and building a family?
No, I don't say what can and cannot work because if you love somebody enough, you will figure out a way to make it work, right? And to the point where you just know it don't. But what I will say from personal preference, I don't want to date myself.
Okay. So, but I feel like I would take just your personality in general. You would want more of like a traditional sense of a woman because that's what it look and sound like to me.
I wouldn't say I want a traditional sense of a woman, but so you have to for whatever you do have to compliment me, right?
Hmm.
So let's say we know what I'm building, you know what I got going on, everything that I have going on, right? So for me to settle down to be with a woman, um, what she has going on has to compliment me, right?
Hmm.
So outside the beauty, because the beauty is going to be a major thing for me. That's a big thing for me, right? The beauty is one thing, but the second part of it is like, what do you have going on in your life that complements that, right? So if I don't know. It's like you have to be good at something. Like if it's fitness, if you real dope into fitness, like you work out good, and you the best at that shit. Like you ain't even got to be a trainer, but you just a fitness. Like you in the gym, you know about nutrition, you know about health. Like you at the top of your game when it comes to this shit, right? You just know about spirituality, like culture and shit like that. Like you can just be that, but you compliment me on what I got going on because at the end of the day, it's like what you who you are as a person at core and what you surround yourself is helping me out, is balancing me out. But if
Mm,
you in the streets, you like to be in the clubs all day drinking, smoking, you know what I'm saying, you be with phone them, you know what I'm saying, like your girls is like party girls, they always with the rappers or the ball players, like you not complimenting me, you at who you are core is not complimenting me. You know what I'm
hmm.
saying? It's like that don't even sound right for me to be with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. I don't know about being traditional. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but who you are just got to it has to match. Like you ain't got to be a CEO. You ain't got to be running a company. You ain't got to be a boss lady, and you ain't got to have a whole staff under you. But like who you are at core got to just match with who I am at core. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And
Okay. Y'all hear that, ladies? We want a trainer. A trainer nutritionist that don't steal money.
nah, that's stealing money shit crazy. I can't believe you wouldn't even say that was that's
Okay, let me clarify something though.
she stole $47. That's crazy.
Personally, 40 personally for me, what I would have did is I would have either gotten a job and said, I want to, because 9 times out of 10, if he was okay with taking care of the household, if she said, yo, I'm gonna give me a part-time job, but I want to keep the money, he probably would have been okay with that. If she would have, I personally, I don't think I would have took money, but I definitely would have found ways to get my own money to put up just in case something did ever happen. So I wouldn't,
Why not go on this long tangent? Why go on this long tangent in the beginning and just not say what you just said now? Like
because I understand why she did it. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Me understanding why a woman has done something because I am a woman That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna do it. I understand why a bitch will get a BBL, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna go get one.
Okay, I ain't
You
even.
could understand me. You telling me I could explain something to you, Cody, and you be like, "Yeah, okay, I see where you coming from. I wouldn't do it, but I understand." That's the same thing.
All right, I get it. I get it.
Shout
47
out to the women who
$47,000.
getting their money.
Forty-seven
You
thousand
know,
dollars is crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. $47,000 is fucking crazy.
I understand why women do it. What you want me to say? I
Have it.
understand.
I can't.
And let me tell you something. And let's also factor in pain and suffering, okay? Because y'all be out here doing crazy stuff. And sometimes we just got to make sure we got a little cushion. How you know that he wasn't doing crazy stuff to make her want to put a
Fucking
certain
divorce
amount of
and
money
get,
up?
you're gonna get a fucking divorce and get half the shit anyway.
Not if he ain't got no money
I had enough for you to put up $47,000.
over how many years?
I don't care how long you've been with each other. If you got enough to, if you taking increments and it add up to $47,000, my man's bringing in some bread.
Well, I mean, put more power to her. That's all I'm gonna
Right.
say.
All I'm saying that's
I ain't mad at her. I wouldn't do it, but I ain't mad at her.
her mama wild for advising her to do that shit. And I wish they would have. I wish they would have got more questions about her OG and asked if her OG was currently married at the same time. Because that
I
sounds like
feel like women do
like
stuff out of trauma, though.
that sound
Women
like
do
one of
stuff out
the
of trauma
Tyler Perry movies
sometimes.
when the mama be trying to marry the daughter off to the rich man, and the mama really want to mess with the rich man because they daddy left them. I forgot which Tyler Perry
That's
movie.
a Tyler Perry movie. I was about to say.
Yeah, it sounded like a Tyler Perry movie. That's fucked up.
It is a Tyler Perry movie. That's exactly what happened in the Tyler Perry movie.
But
Marriage is still a business, whether you want to believe it or not, though. It is. That's why that's why women go and get half when the business is no longer working. Why is it okay? So let me ask you this. Why is it fair for a woman to walk away with nothing after raising your children, making sure that you had a home cooked meal, cleaning your house? I'm a cleaner. A cleaner alone could run you some good money, depending. So we don't hire a cleaner. I'm cleaning the entire house every day. I'm cooking for you. You don't got a chef. A chef gets paid buku money depending on who you hire.
can I speak?
What?
I don't think a woman should leave with half. I don't think none of the person in the marriage, if you decided to get a divorce or call it quit, I don't think no one should leave with absolutely anything. What I do understand and feel, I don't feel like who's ever the quote unquote breadwinner and main person of that's bringing in the financials. I do not feel like what they have should be split directly in half. I do not believe in that, but I do feel like the things that that is needed for this person to live a lifestyle should continue. Should certain things should be paid for, right? So a house, right? Uh, Either y'all come to an agreement that somebody's moving out, or y'all sell the house and y'all split profits, or y'all do profits or something. Y'all built that home together. Do I feel like should I be paying my ex-wife a monthly stipend or alimony? No, I feel like my ex-wife, or in the case of of a woman break up with her husband broke. I do feel like the husband shouldn't get no alimony. The person should have to go out and go get a job. I do.
Okay, so what happens if the woman is raising your children and y'all abruptly hold
I,
up?
I think your
Y'all
children should get child support. You should get child support.
y'all abruptly split. No, no, no. You want to know why I don't like that? Because child support does not cover everything when a child is living with you. And if you were the sole provider in that moment, we had a commitment. And I also believe that there are like exceptions to this though. I feel like if you cheat on me, I should be able to absolutely get half because I ain't ask you to do that. And now you done put me in a position where I gotta get out, I gotta leave the situation because you stepped outside of what we had going on. If you're abusive, you gotta give me half.
You know what's crazy? I feel like most women will leave over cheating before they will leave over their husband being abusive. That's crazy.
So the thing with domestic violence is they say it takes 7 times for a woman to leave before she actually leaves. The reason for that is because although it is physical, it is very much a mental thing. When a woman is cheated on and feels betrayed, it's easier to leave the situation because it'll take a mental toll on you, but not the way it'll take a mental toll on you if you are abused. And a lot of the times women are also afraid to leave their situation because the abuser has made them afraid. So it's a two totally different things.
Yeah,
That's my take on it.
yeah. I'll never put my hands on a woman, and I'll never will. For real,
That's great. I love that for you.
that's crazy. But no, I definitely I don't know. I don't know. It's a sticky situation. I do feel like since it's a business, I say before y'all sign that contract, y'all should have non-negotiables. I feel like
Okay.
it should be in the every every 6 months after 5 years of marriage, I should be able to go get some new box. That should,
What?
should be it. After five consistent years,
Wait, hold up.
5 consistent years of not cheating. Every 6 months, I need a hall pass to
So
go.
what if the hall okay, so wait, hold up. Cause what if the hall passes with your wife? What if she said I'll give you one, but I have to be there?
Would some OPP be involved in it? Long as some other people, long as some other people, Punani is involved. Yeah, we can put that down. Come on, my wife, let's do it. I'm with.
Oh my gosh. Yo, you know what? You've been on a road these last few weeks with the stuff that you've been saying because I'll be so caught off guard by it because you're so reserved. And now you just telling, spilling the beans.
I mean, if they watch the live, they watch the
So
content.
wait, so you really feel that way though?
Yeah, I feel like not every man is disciplined enough to
We
shit.
talking about you.
No, but I'm saying I'm a man at the end of the day. So I'm a man. I'm a man of a victim of temptation. Like even just, like I tell people all the time, like look at how humanity started. Humanity started by a man defying God over temptation. Like the
Hmm.
man he defied the creator
Right.
over temptation, over a piece of vagina. So it's really in us. Like we just that's who we are. Like temptation is that. Like it takes real discipline for us not to do that shit. So I do feel like what we hold, the way we value sex, sometimes the masses of it, because some women don't value sex as like how everybody says emotional
Hmm.
connection. That's not an everybody thing, right? But the masses of men don't value sex the same. That's why we masturbate as much, because it
Hmm.
really just be us horny and trying to get a nut, for real. So all I'm saying is that it's a strong possibility that if your man has put himself he's put it in a situation, it's a strong possibility that he might get some other punani. It's a strong possibility. If he put
Yo.
it's a strong possibility. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
You gotta think
gosh.
about it. Jay-Z did it and he had Beyonce. And y'all be, ooh, Beyonce internet. This is Beyonce's internet with Cowgirl Carter, all this shit. Like she's like the queen of queen. And her man cheated. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe Bryant, have Vanessa Bryant. He ready to risk 200 M's. So guy versus Kobe, that's my dude. 100%. He did it. So it's like if you put men in these situations, 9 times out of 10 they gonna fold.
So why not? So why
Women,
not just not put
women
yourself in
have
that situation?
control. Women have more self control over themselves than men do. Just put that out there. All I'm saying is that if as a woman, if you know that there's a possibility for that, and if you're secure if you're secure with your guy and secure what y'all got going on, long as there's no embarrassment and no tabloids and people in your business, like I say, you should probably be open to after 10, 15, 20 years of marriage, him getting some joints. Or sometimes the side chick, is probably the reason keeping y'all marriage happy, keeping y'all marriage afloat.
You're wild. You're wild
For
on
real.
so many levels. Okay, first and foremost, I do not agree with your message at all. If we married and locked in like this, you not having sex with nobody else but me.
Jay,
You
it's
want
going
a different? If you want a different bitch, I will put on a wig. Okay,
it's
I will
going
make my hair up. You
do
want me? You
do
want me? You want to get a snow bunny? I will go inside and stay inside for like 10, 20 days so that I don't have tan no more. And now, boom, I got a blonde wig and a tan, and now you got you a snow bunny.
you do know, and it's a lot of factors that comes in this, but you do know, and there's studies that show this, right? You do know women, y'all talk a big game about the sex, like y'all love talking about the freaky shit and all that shit all the time. But y'all do know it comes a point in time in when y'all in y'all relationships and y'all covenant, a lot of y'all where y'all don't be that sex drive don't be the same no more.
I don't know. I've never experienced that because all of my serious relationships, let them tell it. I
Mm.
got that down. I don't need nobody. I got it down.
You might. That's what I'm saying.
Now,
You might. I'm not talking about for everybody, but it's a lot of women out there, and let me talk about it. It's a lot of variable that goes into this, right? A lot of times it's because y'all have to work as much. So when y'all work, y'all be tired. Like it's like a lot of things have a lot of stuff have to do with a lot of stress. Like women, y'all put up and do a lot, especially American women, right? And other cultures, they don't have to work as hard as y'all do. So in American society, y'all have to deal with y'all have to be single mothers or y'all have to hold the household and y'all have to have a job. The dude don't have the dude could be y'all could be in a marriage. The dude could have a job too, but his role to the kill the children or like carrying children and shit like that in the household is not the same it is with the woman, right? In most cases, so y'all deal with a lot of stress. So a lot of that times relieving stress for y'all always don't mean to y'all having sex and getting the nut off, right? But if you ask a man, what's the first thing gonna do relieve stress to us is what?
I'm gonna say this
So
because
it's a
I just
different.
had this conversation with my best friend about someone that she knows. Her friend pretty much told her that it was one of her guy friends told her that his wife don't want to have sex with him, and she feels like a reasonable amount of times to have sex a week is 1 week. I mean, once a week.
Week,
Once a week.
and I was gonna get to that too.
Hold
Sex,
on, hold on.
we have two different sex drives.
No, it's not true. This is what I feel. Every woman loves sex. Hold on.
Why? Hold on. Before you go to every woman who loves sex, before we go to this overgeneralization, let's stay with this couple. Why does she feel like she only want to have sex with him once a week?
I was about to get into that. So we're gonna get into the why.
Yeah, just
Okay. As a woman, me as a woman, if I feel fulfilled emotionally by my man is secure, financially secure, securing me, a great father, especially if you are a great father, I want to fuck the shit out of you every night. Because why? Because those are the things that turn a woman on. So I feel like this, if you are not providing certain things to your woman, 9 times out of 10, she's not going to want to have sex with you. Why? Because yes, she's tired. Like you said, she's doing A, B, and C all throughout the day. But when you have a partner who is helping with A, B, and C too, guess what? That load is a little lighter for her. And so she's going to want to give you that because she wants it.
so you agree.
Now,
So you agree. So we in agreement. Okay.
now I feel like this, and I told my friend this. I said she don't like her husband, and that's why she's not having sex with him. When you like your husband and you think your husband is fine, when you think your husband not just looks, but everything else that he is, his embodiment, who he is, how he carries himself, you're going to want to have sex with him multiple times out the week.
Yes and no. Yes.
Well, I'm only speaking for me.
Yes and no, because you probably is a woman that probably have a high sex drive, right? Everybody's sex
Mhm.
drive is different. Like everybody's like is different. You know what I mean? So a lot of times people get in relationships with people for security, for comfortability, and they don't even understand like they say sex is not a major role, but that being sexually compatible is a thing.
It's
So
absolutely a thing.
thing like so that's like one of the things that personally if I can see myself like going the distance with somebody, it's like, yo, how are we in the bedroom? Because not every girl that we done had sex with, I done had sex with, you know what I mean, and the energy and the chemistry in the bedroom has been the best. And sometimes that chemistry is why you go back and you be like, I had sex with him. Y'all be like, I had sex with him, but it wasn't like that. Or we'd be like, I had sex with her. It was cool. And before we go into like blaming, or the box was this, or the penis was this, or he then like sometimes
Yeah, it got to do with your because
the chemistry want that, the
it's
comfortability want
definitely the
that,
chemistry.
the liking want that. So when you picking your partner, one of the main things, if you say you want to, this is the vagina you gonna have with for the rest of your life, like y'all chemistry sexually has to be there.
So let me ask you this though, because to go back to what you said earlier about having a hall pass after 10, 15, 20 years, what if your chemistry is amazing with your wife? Does that still, do you still feel like it, why go somewhere else if you are satisfied?
See me, I was just talking shit. I
Well,
was
don't be
talking shit.
saying nothing and you don't mean it.
But because just being honest with you, if I can get that, we're talking about a contract. So you told me it was a contract. So we're talking about a contract. One thing about negotiation of contract, you're gonna try to get as much as you can. And if they go for it, then hey, you win for it, right? So I got the clause, right? But personally, me personally, 9 times out of 10, if I'm locked in with you sexually, and if it's that, if we good there, and then we locked in chemistry as far as like personality and how we rocking, chances are I'm probably not gonna want to go get nothing else. Cause nothing is like it's like eating a meal, right? It's like you ever had like a dissatisfied meal, like you
Hmm.
got some food
You
and you
feel
ate.
like you still want something else because
Yeah,
it didn't do nothing for you.
yeah, but if you got your go tos when if you eat that every time, you know it's that.
Do the little dance.
Yeah, you know that's that go to. It's like Thanksgiving time. You know when OG making the macaroni, you know that macaroni gonna hit no matter what. That's why you like to go to these people's house on the holiday because you know the food gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? It's no disappointment. So it's like that. Like I would love that comfortability of knowing like, yo, if I go here, it's not gonna be boring. It's gonna be this. Like we locked in right here. But when you trying
You
to,
ain't got to worry about no STDs. If you get her pregnant, it's cool. Like,
it's that. Like you got
so
that.
many variables to that. Because, like, why put a condom on when you could just have raw sex?
Whew, my grandma might be watching this. Okay.
Right, next. We gonna go into the next subject.
speaking of having raw sex, and speaking of having raw sex,
Talking about speaking of having raw sex.
and just so
Ooh, baby, yo.
so recently, announced. Everybody know Drea, bad Drea. She recently announced that she's having a baby by two. I think Drea's like 39 years old.
Yeah, she's 39 and he is 22.
Yeah, 22 NBA super All Star. Jalen Green played for the Houston Rockets. She having a baby with him, right? So that was already the topic for the while. It's like, yo, she wild as hell. She dating young, da da da. That was people was going back and forth on that. But what I want us to discuss today, what I feel like was probably the goofiest shit that I've ever wanted. Not that I've seen a lot of goofy shit, but there was some goof ass shit. Gilbert Arenas, my bad, and I got a lot of respect for Gilbert Arenas on the basketball court. He was a dog on the basketball court. But him and was it Swaggy P, Nick Young, they
Yeah.
they was on a live interview or whatnot, and they was recalling a time, and we know Drea used to be a little, you know what I'm saying, promiscuous back in the day. They was recalling the time when they was leaving the club or something, and Gilbert Arenas had Drea in the backseat of the car, and I guess Nick Anderson was driving or whatnot, and she was getting them right in the backseat of the car, and they on the live, he talking about, oh yeah, she got the baby by the young boy now, she about to be a mother now, like we, like we can't, you know what I'm saying, tell the story when they just talking about it. I'm already gonna know how you feel about it, but gee, I just felt like that was probably the wildest shit, and that's the part. That's the main reason why a lot of. That's why it be so many. I feel like that's why I be for real dudes like me, and for us and our certain class of men that move a certain type of way. That's why it be so hard for us to get quality bots out here because it's be goofies that get it and they be out here talking. And that's like you gotta under me personally, I feel like if a woman respects you enough, of course you're gonna tell somebody, right?
Mhm.
Somebody gonna know. But if you move, you know the people to discuss your business with, right? If a woman trusts you enough to give you her body, like we all know how y'all most of y'all view that as like something sacred, right? That's like
Mhm.
in it, even if y'all don't view it as something sacred, getting somebody naked and having sexual with them, that's the most vulnerable you'll probably
It
see.
is the most vulnerable, and you have to trust that person
Yeah.
ultimately.
So if she trusts you that much, bro, like why is like how goofy you gotta be to just go
That's corny on so many levels, though. Like
that's the
it's
corner.
corny
That's just me. I just feel like that's goofy and lame, and that shit just that shit is
because not only that, but it's like at the same time, let's put it into a little bit of a perspective of okay, so say that did happen, whatever you joking amongst your homeboys about it, but now what you done did too is now maybe a woman that doesn't carry herself a certain way may not care, but a woman that may carry herself a certain way is going to look at that and be like, you sit there and you joke around like that, and I'm not trying to be the butt of your joke later on down the line. I'm not fucking with you. You done talked yourself out now of future potential bad bitches because of this mind frame and this corny. And then here's my thing too is how old are you? You acting like you ain't never had none before. If you to me, I feel like this. If a man is sitting over there talking about the one bad bitch he had in his lifetime, and you exchanging stories on live, on TV, you must not have really gotten bad bitches like that. Or because why? You didn't even have to go that far to sit there and say the story. I mean, if you was gonna, okay, you don't heard stories about her, you've experienced, but why go into detail about what you're doing? And then this disrespect as a man towards this other young man who is now having a child with her. I just don't understand that logic. Like, because it's like, as a man, I would have felt, as her man, I would have felt disrespected because it's like he knew what he was getting into when he started messing with her. But it's like how dare you as a man be disrespectful towards me and my family?
yeah, further in the world. Then she got a son too, a son that's old enough to see this on the internet too. Like,
I mean, personally speaking, I feel like I see two sides of that coin. On one hand, I see somebody made a point of saying that pretty much they feel like would it be better is it's better for him to have a baby with a 39-year-old who has already been a mother, who has certain financial aspects together, who understands as a woman how to raise a child. Hold on, I'm just giving the points that this person made versus a 22-year-old having a baby. Now, I will say this. I was 23 when I had my first child. Looking back on it now, I wasn't ready to raise no child. I didn't know what it took to raise a child. And so, if I'm looking at it from a mature standpoint, if she is mature at 39, I would hope she is. It would make sense. Okay, you not impregnating these dumb little 22-year-old girls who still don't know themselves. You impregnated a woman who has lived some life. I understand it. Now, personally speaking, I could never. Here's another one. I could never. I couldn't imagine dating a 22-year-old at my age. 39? It's a little much. Youngest I would go was like 2 years younger than me. Anything else under that is like, what are y'all talking about?
for me, it's 7. I'll do 7 years. 7 years older, 7 years younger. 7 my senior, 7 my. I feel like if you do 7, you still the things that you the things that culturally and just things that's relevant to you still have an understanding of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You can have an understanding of it, but you haven't lived enough life to be able to have, at 22, 22, 23, 24, you are not making mature decisions at that age. You are still figuring yourself out.
yeah, but I think that for like depending on who's the senior in that situation, that gives them enough time to figure it out.
Why
So
you want to sit there and coach a person being in, like,
it ain't even about coaching somebody. It's I say, okay, so let's say if I'm the senior and the young lady is younger than me, right? Now 39 to 22 is probably a little bit steep, right? that's just automatically just fun. That's just fun. That's not a real relationship. That's just fun. But let's say if I'm 39 and I'm nowhere near 39 right now, put it like that. But if I'm 39 and the young lady is like 27, you know what I mean? 27.
No, no, absolutely not. I would say 39.
But look at it like from this standpoint. If I'm 39, the young lady is like 27. That gives her enough time to understand to grow as a woman. That gives me enough time to allow her to grow as a woman, right? Also, if I already at by this time I know what I want or not, right? So if I know what I want and I know what I want to go for, I know not to waste her time. So it gives us both and then for when I'm financially stable enough to take I should be at this point I should be financially stable enough to take care of her and just take care of certain things. Just the lifestyle and the things that we gonna how we gonna go about things is gonna be different, right?
Is there?
So, because
Mm,
you give yourself grace, and you give yourself grace, like yo, if I fuck with you, you got my non-negotiables, you fuck with me. So by this time, y'all clock is at 30. You know what I mean? If I'm 39, it's a reason why I waited so long and I locked in with somebody. So we got enough time to grow with each other. You still get your last little kinks out of growth, and within you getting your kinks out, and I'm getting to know you. So now we're not rushing into it. So I think you can give like a little grace period in age where it ain't that bad. I can't see myself if I'm 39, 40 years old and the woman I'm dating is 21, 20 years
I
old.
feel like 27 is even a little young. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because you just said it. Like, I mean, here's the thing too: is women mature faster than men, so I think that that plays a factor in it as well. Is it the man who's younger or the woman? I do feel like that plays a factor because a man is not going to mature as quickly as a woman.
Yeah, I feel like just me being who I am now and just learning how this life shit go. I do feel like me as a older, I do see why of a man would choose a younger woman, right? Now, a woman choosing a younger man, that's crazy because if you choosing a dude that's 22, he ain't even really, you know what I mean? So you putting for your next 5 years or 8 years till he get 30, you putting yourself through some wild toxic shit.
That's what I was going to say as well. He's a ball player, but see,
Not even just a ball player. You just got a 22-year-old. Listen,
I
you
think
got
it's
a
different depending
22-year-old
on the.
dude that women like. We ain't talking about a square goofy that like he lucked up on you. He wasn't getting no coochie. We talking about a young 22-year-old in shape that got swag, that know how to talk, that be outside. He can get women.
Why do younger men like older women? Because I've noticed as I've gotten older that the young ones beyond you.
You wanna know
What
why?
is why?
I think it goes back to for one, the experience is better. Cause y'all know a little bit more things. So like, what I'm saying, the older the woman when you're younger, they teach you a little bit more things. And for two, hygiene. Like
Mm,
most men are really big on hygiene. And a lot of young women don't they hygiene is not as much as it on point. And you could probably speak to this as just we
yeah.
ain't gonna go into detail, but like just think about your years of growing through life and to see how you
Hmm.
mature in certain areas.
Yeah.
A seasoned vet hygiene is way better than a young
Hmm.
chick. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just always wonder what that was because I've noticed that. Like now, I'm like, dang, they be young. Like I'm talking like early 20s. I'm like, baby, you too young for me,
The
and
hygiene,
I ain't even that old. But
the hygiene
man,
is much better. As the women get older, them hygiene be better. The swag be better. The demeanor is just different. They understand sex appeal. They come into that shit, especially if you get older and be sexy. Like a woman,
hmm,
older when they understand because you can't teach sex appeal. Like, but when you get into
right?
that grown woman shit, that shit, like, see me, I can't really like Bree like to say I like little mamas, but I don't really like little mamas for real. Because little mamas, you know what I'm saying? They throw the dress be hanging off. They don't even know how to get the right dress to hug them right. Like the shoes be like you got it's a certain demeanor when you get it to a certain age as a woman. You be like, yeah, that's a grown ass woman right there.
Hmm.
You a young dude, you know what I mean? But in dude case, I think it's more so like he grew up. idolizing Drea, seeing her on Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, yo, I finally get to get Drea.
I
So
get to get her.
yeah, so
I'm
that's the
not gonna
same.
hold you. So let me ask you this then. I'm gonna say mines, but just before we get up out of here, who is somebody looking back? It could be an older woman or somebody around your age, like your crush, that celebrity crush that you would go even if she was older than you. Yeah, if she was older than you.
Tiana Taylor.
She's
Uh,
the same age as you. That she's in your same. No, we're talking about older, because
I'm
that's what happened to him. He got hooked because he grew up watching her. So he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get my."
her too. I saw Sweet 16. I was 16 watching my Sweet 16. But damn, that's I'm gonna let you go first. I gotta think about that.
Nas, for sure.
Okay,
There's no question that man is older than my daddy, and he.
you'll go for Nas.
Yes, I would. Yes, babies and all.
Who? Damn, that's crazy. What's the name?
Khalees is
Nah, I never looked at her like that.
what?
Uh,
Yo, Khalees is bad. You're crazy. If I was a man, that's who I would choose. And she got the whole farmer girl thing going on, and she a Leo, bad as hell. Like, what's wrong
trying
with
to
you?
think.
All natural
Like,
too? Come
'cause
on.
I like petite women. I don't really like all that thick shit. So I like petite. So that's why I said like Tiana Taylor. Uh, not this version of Janet Jackson, but like Janet Jackson, like
He said not this.
she like old now, but get Janet like 10 years ago. Janet, I'm gone.
Mm, mm-mm.
Um, man, that's a tough one. You know who I go for? I think just that got it to me. Angela Bassett.
Okay.
She bad and she old as shit, but she still look good.
She's yeah.
Angela Bassett to get it. Sanaa Lathan.
I
I,
heard she crazy.
I don't even care. Be crazy.
He
I
said
like
I don't even care.
I like crazy. You know, crazy women got the best box, and I learned that by experience.
So that's why. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me
You,
stop.
I be real though. You ever be with your homeboy? You ever be with your homeboys? Like I know you got male friends, but like you ever be with the guys and you be like, damn, like gee, this girl looks crazy. Like why you keep fucking with her? Like they like, and you be
No,
wondering.
I'm laughing. I'm laughing because my exes used to say that they friends used to say that about me, and now I understand why. I
Crazy.
just I just told somebody that the other day. I was like, "Why you?" I said, "You sit here and you talk all this mess about me." I said, "But you still want me. Help me understand." I know why now.
Nah,
Thank
crazy.
you.
Crazy women got the best box.
I'm a little crazy.
If
I'm
you
not
ever,
gonna hold you.
you
I
ever,
know who I am.
if you ever see a bad woman,
Off.
if you ever see an attractive woman or a woman that got something going on or bad, if you ever see her single, it's other two reasons. Either coochie is bad, the sex is bad, or she crazy. But a crazy chick can a crazy chick will always get chose and get kept over a woman with bad sex any day. Because
There's lessons with Cordero. Y'all hear it? Y'all heard it? Her
ask
better step your cookies up.
ask any man, because man, we slow like that. We would really fuck up our piece with some good coochie. We would fuck up our piece with some good coochie. I don't know why it's like that. And Adam, we was peaceful in the garden, walking naked. And then Eve ass came over there and fucked up the whole lineage of us. Now we just all slow. That's really what it is. We
Love
just all
it. There
slow.
you have it.
All right, but it was a good show. As we get out of here today, my favorite part of the show, what you listening to? Put me on some new music, Jay. What you been listening to?
So I actually, which by the way, I'm launching a new show outside of this called Uncomfortable Conversations with Jay Marie.
Nice, nice.
I
Congratulations.
just interviewed the producer duo, Nick Stacks and Ice. Now, Cool as Ice, I actually did a profile piece on them. So go to the website, what's the word, and read that, read up on them. But they just dropped they was just on the show. They just dropped the video for Nick Stacks single Principles. Y'all go check that out. Amazing duo. I love them. So y'all gonna be seeing more of them because they got it. What
Nice.
about you?
I've been listening to Damani, T.I. son.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I love him.
He got some. He
I'm
got
gonna
some.
hold you. Like the little man, he's smart. Like the way he put his wordplay, just the way he I love the way he speaks to women in his music. He got a little something there. Not
Nah,
gonna hold you.
for sure. And I think I think
Just gonna be getting out of older girls. I'm gonna let you know this now.
we both cancers too. I had the luxury of interviewing him some years ago, and he a cool
Hmm.
dude. I rock with the money heavy, and his music like I've been listening to him crazy. So yeah, I've been listening to him.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I've been listening to. Go check him out.
Yeah, yeah. Go check him out.
All right, y'all. It was a great show. You know what I'm saying? No crew today, but we had Big Seal the G in the background holding it down. Shout out to shout out to Seal. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jamie Reed. No Bree specific today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bree. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're doing good. You know, you guys tune in to us. Make sure y'all follow us on all social platforms. See us next week. Make sure y'all stay in tune with us. We're gonna have some surprises coming for y'all very soon. So stay locked in to What's the Word. I'm Cody. That's Jay. And we out.
Peace.